got N-word on it and bad stuff about him Hispanic, him Mexican Chicanos, who I respect. So in closing, okay, Jehun, you're really going to have to pull it together for the last 5 minutes here. I have no patience for this. Okay, I understand you don't feel well, but you're hurting me on an emotional level, and emotions, more important than physical feelings. That's something that I can't stress enough. Thanks for listening, folks. This has been the Dickfield Diaries. Jehun, do you have anything you want to plug? Okay, great, folks. So check out Jehun's stuff. We'll be back, whenever I can get back here in the Anthony Cumia studios when, they're having a discount on equipment rentals, and, I'll see you folks around. Thank you.
There seems to be there are certain people who are very good. I mean, they come, they have to get work, they appreciate their fee, but so there's a couple of jobs they go. It seems like there's the flag selling. There's these people who live on Oxford Street who bend the piece of wire into the shape of a limb. I mean, what kind of a gift is that? I know. It's like, literally, you can be selling those things and you throw it all and they slip it down.
Welcome to your world, pretty baby. Is it everything you thought it'd be, Dick? The wrong time, the wrong situation, the right time. Okay, so this is bonus content. This is I'm too tired to do a real episode, so
I will do the real one.
This is
tomorrow.
After Dark Part 2. After Dark. I don't know. We have to pick the better of the two, and that one becomes the premium content.
The premium's a good one.
The premium's a good one because the last one was terrible.
Was it?
Yeah, it was really bad.
Was that the one where you guys did coke without me?
Yeah.
I'm afraid to listen to that.
It's really bad. I mean,
did you listen back?
No, I've never listened to a single one of anything we've done.
Wow, that's so cool.
I mean, I'm being honest. I've never listened to the podcast.
Even when you edit it?
Yeah, no, I just make sure everything's like lined up right, and then I
puts the interstitials in.
Yeah.
People said it was really bad.
They did.
Really? I didn't listen. Yeah. Well, don't. I mean, first of all, I'm not going to pay $5 to our own podcast. So
yeah.
But thank you to everyone that signed up.
I had to find some emergency extra content to put up to make up for it. So
someone broke into our studio.
Yeah. That was pretty rude. Someone who shall not be named. Bold and mysterious character. And then if we have guests and shit, I guess the guests will go on. I asked, people keep requesting Sam Hyde to be on the podcast. And then I finally asked him, because people were like, yeah, I told him about the podcast or whatever, and I asked him, he's like, I don't think well on my feet, which A, is not true.
Right. Yeah, he's incredible on his feet.
Yeah, I think he just doesn't want to do...
What do you mean?
He's just intimidated by this alpha male podcast, basically.
Maybe. I know that he was bullied into doing Gavin's podcast. But,
oh really?
Yeah, they were hounding him or some shit, and he didn't want to be on it.
Yeah.
But no one wants to really do Gavin's show.
This is a much more chill vibe.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
accuse anyone of being a cuck on this show.
Yeah, I wouldn't even tell Sam I'm Jewish. I swear.
Yeah, but
Sam Heidelberg.
We've agreed to do it, so Weave's like Sam, except even more racist.
Yeah.
There's no question about it. I think Weave would be fun.
I love our alt-right pivot.
Yeah. Well, those are the guys who will do the show. I mean, what do you want?
Let's get some fucking racist ass Pepe memes going.
Yeah.
I was at a baseball
Next
game.
week we got David Duke, folks. He's coming in. Look, he's funny. What do you want? He's a good comic.
knows how to write a bit.
Yeah. I don't give a shit about his opinions. Does he make me laugh? Yes. That's, we got George Zimmerman next week.
$1 Million Extreme is that fucking the show. Dude, it's funny, and there's some shit where you're like, oh my god, how did these motherfuckers get this on television?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty funny. I like the fact that Adult Swim is letting them do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Jews.
Jews rock.
Jews rock.
It's
A lot of good stuff.
Yeah, apparently, like, we've hacked into a bunch more printers and printed out a bunch of Nazi, like, hey, did you see that when he did that, like, last year? He's, like, hacked, like, 30,000 printers that were, like, accessible through the internet and printed out, like, Nazi hate speech on, like, public printers.
Like at libraries and
Yeah,
stuff?
libraries and on universities and stuff. But he did it again, but to promote world peace. To promote the MDE show.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
but with also the, you know, hey, check out Daily Stormer. It's the only pro-genocide, pro-war website.
Jesus Christ.
I look, the guy's funny.
All right, we'll take your word for it.
I'll say it again. And then after that, we're going to have Itzhak Perlman will be joining us.
Just to balance it out.
famous violinist.
Yeah, Itzhak Perlman will be in studio with us, and he's got a couple of great N-word jokes that he's been dying to try out.
Yitzhak, how do you say that shit? That's
Yitzhak?
perhaps the most
Yitzhak.
Jewish name.
Yeah.
Or is Shlomo a real Jewish name?
Shlomo is real.
My favorite
so
fake
funny.
Jewish name that I used to use is Shmuley Shlomo. I would comment on articles and were the pennies okay?
Shmuley Shlomo was the first guy to die in the Holocaust. He was like in line for the train to go to the camp.
I'm
He
gonna
was
get in line first.
He was like
Don't
complaining
butt
about
me. Don't cut me.
You know, this line is taking forever.
Well, it's before they were really serious about like the genocide thing.
fell on
They were
something.
like, look, anyone that's willing to pay $25 isn't going to get Holocausted. It's like $25. That's literally worse than the Holocaust.
There goes Shmuley.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well,
Yeah, after dark, we're all pretty tired. You had a decadent Italian meal.
I did. I mean, I just got off a fucking 48-hour flight from Tokyo.
Oh fuck yeah! How was it, man? You
That
were
was
there
great,
for the
dude.
conference, right?
Yeah, some kind of fucking conference or something.
The pussy.
I was in Tokyo. This is a travel podcast, by the way. So I'm going to start using those tags on iTunes. And we're going to recategorize ourselves as a travel podcast.
with it all right, like all
Yeah, all right travel.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, folks. Pretty disappointed with the lack of white people in Japan. Let's fix that. Let's get over there. Let's start fucking. Bring the women.
Let's drop a couple more, you know what's?
Yeah.
Atomic bombs.
Do all right guys? They're mostly feminists, though, right?
Yeah, of course.
Aren't they
They're
like
just racist, but they're also.
Are they?
No, I'm making.
Yeah.
Of course not.
No, they're like incel
I don't know, dude.
dudes.
The
guy,
fact that they
right?
even like memes is weird to me. You know what I mean? Like,
Why?
I don't know. I guess it's fun. I guess I do like that there's young racists. It's funny.
It's
Someone you can make fun of.
where it comes from is like if you do something, you know, it's like that Vonnegut quote, like if you keep acting like a faggot, eventually you're going to be a faggot. I'm paraphrasing, but it's
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
and it's like, you know, it's like irony poisoning where you fucking say the N-word on Xbox Live enough times because it's funny, and eventually you're like, yeah, you know what? That guy is a coon. How dare he fucking ruin my kill streak? And then that's where that whole movement comes from.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't know if you're serious anymore. I mean, I'm like that with like Kmart graphics tees.
Right.
I wear them and I'm like, do I like
you're
this
not
shirt for
fucking
real?
talking about. Yeah, you do, by the way.
That's why, like, guys that are.
Yeah, they're great. The homeless people love that "Eat My Dust" shirt. And none of them can read it. They all try to read it, and then it's happened. I swear to God, like 3 or 4 times. I was outside the bodega, and this homeless guy was like, "Eat my guts." All right, man, I like that. Okay.
I was stuck in traffic on Canal Street, like bumper to bumper on Friday leaving town, and there was this homeless guy whose ass was coming out of his pants.
Hell yeah.
And traffic was so bad. He had this walk where he was going so fucking slowly that we were stuck like a couple blocks down, and then we saw him slowly pass us. He was going like 1 mile an hour, and we're like, literally, this guy is beating us right now. The guy with his ass out.
I would love it if he was the reason all the traffic was fucked up. And some guy with his ass
Just
hanging out.
rubbernecking.
Everyone's got to see this guy's ass.
I love nice homeless ass. Probably a lot of caked on shit on that ass, right?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of wear and tear. It was leathery, I'll say that.
You know what I wish I had the ability to do is like do showtime, on the trains, but go on the trains and be like, "What's up, everybody? This is showtime," and I start doing showtime and then shit myself halfway through. Just have like violent diarrhea, my pants fall off, it starts spraying all over the train as I'm doing backflips and shit. That would be the ultimate New York City experience. If one of the Showtime guys had diarrhea.
Did you hear the cricket lady? The lady that released the crickets on the 4 train was doing a bit.
Really?
Oh, yeah, she said it was a bit. I mean, I think she is crazy, but she was like, yeah, it was like one of my acting things. I do it for acting.
Did she record it or anything?
I don't think so.
I told you about that guy on the train that had like a little like amplifier on his waistband, and he had like a stupid fucking shirt on and a dumb hat. And it was right when I moved to New York, so it might have been Ray Kump. I don't think it was Ray Kump, but he had the same voice as Ray Kump. And he was like, gets on the train, he's got this amplifier and a microphone hooked up to it, and he's like, you know, and like fucking waving his arms around and acting like a stupid jackass and, you know, speaking gibberish. And he gets to we're nearing the next stop. I guess we're on the L under the water or something. And he's like, "Thanks, folks. If you enjoyed me just trying to brighten your day, you can give me $1. I just want to make people laugh. That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to just have fun out here and be goofy and make people laugh." And then he's still talking into the microphone, so everyone can hear him. And he walks past this couple, and he was like, "What was that?" Oh, well, you know what? I'm actually performing in the comedy clubs all over the city. So,
oh my god,
you know, your preferences is, you know, and he got into like an argument with somebody. It was like, that wasn't funny. He said that to him, and then he got really defensive about it.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Imagine just fucking having an amp and trying to do stand up.
Bryson did that shit. He like did stand up in the subway for some reason.
Yeah, it's like improv anywhere, dude.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. I don't want.
You know, I was thinking the other day, improvised explosive device. Improv.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know who made it?
Bad again.
Rapists.
Aaron
Rapists. Yeah. This is all coming back to the
Or is it an improvised
What's in
erection
Chelsea?
Device?
The UCB's in Chelsea. Where was the bomb?
Oh, the bomb, yeah.
It was in Chelsea.
What was that? What the fuck happened with that bomb?
Well, it was a very Muslimic style attack. 100% connected to an Islamified individual or a group of individuals who were acting in the name of the Holy Quran. Their pedophile god Allah and pedophile Muhammad, they proscribed in any kind of peace, you know. So it's actually it's a Muslimic duty. It's actually called one of the pillars of Islam. You got to blow people up during San Gennaro, especially if it's a queer neighborhood. That's my favorite shit on Twitter. People are like, Chelsea Chelsea, a queer neighborhood blown up by Muslims. It's just like some guy in the middle of Texas.
We got
So for him, it's kind of like a push.
Yeah.
He's like, who cares?
Yeah.
Well, Trump said that at the RNC. He was giving a speech and he goes, he was talking about how Muslims are mean to the LGBT community, and then he goes, not good. He was like trying to
This
say
is really bad, folks. I'm telling you. Look, the L. First of all, L's. That's the best part of the whole thing. GBT, maybe take it or leave it. But look, these Muslims, the coming year, they don't like them. And I love them. I love them, frankly, but they hate them.
not good.
Yeah, I was there. I went up to Chelsea. It's actually not even really Chelsea. It's like 23rd Street right by Madison Square Park. So
Okay.
it's just like a hub,
Yeah.
you know?
What the fuck? Did they say that it was?
Yeah, it was a bomb.
Yeah.
It was a bomb went off, and then De Blasio was
in a
like,
dumpster?
De Blasio was like, oh, it's not terrorism. It's certainly not terrorism. But like he meant to say it's not Muslims, and then he just accidentally said terrorism and Muslims are synonymous.
Right.
Or whatever.
Who was it? Was it you guys?
It was Muslims. I mean, let's be honest. We're not we're not the news. We're regular people. We can just say it's Muslims, and if in the slim chance that it's
What if
not,
it's like Chechens?
yeah,
What if it's
they're
like,
still
those are
Muslims.
Muslims.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, dude, they're the worst people in the entire world. They're
White
Russian and Muslim.
That's a terrible combo.
Yeah. So yeah, imagine Muslims already scary, but then they also know, Russian karate, which involves bears or something.
Yeah, they're like Muslims that are into MMA.
Yeah. Bodybuilding and shit.
Yeah.
They really are. All the fucking like every type of like white ethnic like self the stereotypes that like they love to identify with, like, well, I'm Italian, so I love the fight and I love the drink.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're a fucking accountant, you're a pussy.
Yeah.
I hate that every ethnicity says food is their thing.
Yeah. Well, the Chechens really are like, they're just pieces of shit.
They're
like,
like just trying to fucking kill Russia, right? Or whatever.
Right. Well, they've been holocausted.
Oh, damn.
Well, yeah, they
Russia
have
kills them.
they have an
fucked them up.
installed Russian leader who isn't necessarily like that easy to tame.
Right.
He's like kind of a nut job. He's got a great Instagram account.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Kadyrov, what's his name?
Yeah, Kadyrov.
Kadyrov.
There's
yeah.
like
He loves like tap out MMA style like t-shirts, like like.
I
Ed
love that all
Hardy
those
has-
guys know each other. So like, Kadyrov will show up on like Klokov's Instagram, and then that other guy Denis Siplenkov, who's the arm wrestler. Do you know him?
No.
He's the fucking best of all of them, because he's like a bodybuilder, but he like became famous for arm wrestling. So he's got these like ridiculous hands. There's a picture of his hand next to his like wife's hand, and his thumb is like the width of a soda can. This is like fucking Elephantias's hand, and he looks like an ogre.
Yeah, I don't fucking. I know nothing about that.
Yeah, but I mean, back to the
Muslims,
point.
right,
Yeah,
right,
that's who did it. It's probably connected to the thing in New Jersey.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Or maybe
They
it's
kinda
like
blew it, though, It wasn't good.
like Orlando, like someone that's not connected, but
Yeah, but they're still Muslim.
they're still Muslim.
But not really, because his dad's, voting for Hillary Clinton.
His dad is
Showing up at Hillary
His
Clinton.
dad is basically Hillary Clinton's like chief advisor to the Muslim community.
Yeah. Yeah.
She hired him. She
I don't know.
brought him
There's
in.
really no information. That's like the scariest part of all of that. It's like a bomb goes off in the middle of Manhattan, and people are like, "What do we know so far?" And the FBI is like, "Fuck, dude, nothing."
Yeah. This feels like especially no information. is
Yeah.
coming
Right.
out.
Didn't like the HBO hit series The Night Of teach us that there's CCTV like all over Manhattan?
Yeah.
Isn't that the?
But that guy Box from the show isn't real.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Detective Pussy.
Yeah, it's all like
Detective Gash.
Detective Cunt.
it's all like 32-year-old FBI agents that think they're Jack Bauer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Enhance.
They arrested a couple of people underneath the Verrazano Bridge, I think, last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What were they doing down there?
I don't know, being
Sucking
humane
each other off.
probably.
Oh god.
Yeah, talking about soccer with other guys at the bodega, and they're like, "Let's crack some skulls."
Oh,
Let this go back.
Yeah, I don't know. The best was like, I mean, the worst case scenario. It's bad that they don't have any information, but the worst case scenario is like what happened with Boston, where Reddit was like, "We're on the case," and then they fucking blamed it on that kid that was dead. Like they were harassing his family.
They had a lot of different people. They had that guy.
Sunil Tripathi or whatever his name was. That poor kid.
Fucking Reddit. dude.
Yeah, they're like, "This is the guy that did it," and then it turns out he killed himself. His fucking family
Didn't that happen?
heard from him 3 days.
Didn't that happen in Dallas? But it wasn't Reddit. They like just posted a picture of the wrong guy.
Oh yeah, that guy with the assault rifle, and then the Dallas Police Department kept his fucking picture up for like 48 hours after they determined he wasn't a suspect.
Yeah. He was getting harassed.
He had a gun, right?
Oh yeah, he's getting death threats. He had an assault rifle. He had a fully automatic 50 cal AK AR-15. AR M16. It's a full. It's
Double clip full.
It's a
full
flamethrower, and all the bullets are hollow tip, which means they have the HIV virus programmed into them, and not the kind that gay people like. Okay, this is the HIV from who's that little boy in the 90s that had it?
Oh fuck! The one that Elton John wrote a song about.
Yeah, I was
Princess
confused.
Diana?
I always confused him and Adam Walsh, who is John Walsh's son, and the reason John Walsh got that TV show because his son was like murdered and decapitated, and then he
So they
became a
gave him a TV
celebrity.
show?
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't
that's
know
where-
that.
Yeah, John
that's
Walsh
why
was
he
just
wanted
some
to find
fucking
bad guys.
He was
His
some
son was
dipshit
murdered.
from. He was like a real estate agent in Florida, whose son was murdered.
Now he's like a tough guy. He carries himself like he's a cop.
Is he
Yeah.
still around?
No,
He went away, right?
yeah, he went away.
Good.
What's he up to?
America's Most Wanted, I think, went off the
Yeah.
air or something.
Mhm.
That was, I mean, that show was so weird. It was just like, here's some crimes, and here's like a very, very, very shitty little play
Yeah,
about the crime.
Yeah,
and it's
the
just like,
And it's Tom Myers playing.
and literally these guys like Tom Myers, just like, what?
Yeah.
You don't even see anybody's faces. It's all like,
I used to love that show. I used to love that. I used to love World's Wildest Police Chases with Sheriff John Bonnell.
World's Dumbest Criminals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Sheriff John Bonnell. I can't just get glasses, so I have to squint all the time.
what about when they gave the security guard from Jerry Springer just his own
Steve
show?
Wilkos
That was
show.
the
We already
best
talked
show.
about that on the podcast.
did we?
Did we?
You know what? I'm sorry. I think I talked about it on Race Wars.
We just talk about that show all the time, though.
Steve Wilkos show.
Absolute best.
Steve Wilkos show is the best of any daytime talk show. There'll be a guy that comes on and he's like, "I rape my daughter in her mouth and nobody can stop it." And Steve
yells
Wilkos
at
is
him.
like, "You're a bad father," and the whole like crowd applauds or whatever.
And then he kicks him off the
He
show.
kicks the guy off the show.
But he knew beforehand
Yeah,
that
right,
he was
of
raping
course.
his daughter.
Yeah.
It's not like any new information.
And Steve had a move he'd do on like a couple episodes where he'd pick up one of the chairs on the set and throw it.
Yeah, he would do that a lot.
And then it would stick in the back wall, and the leg of the chair would smash. He would just destroy the set, like Eric Andre fashion, and then people would cheer for him destroying the set.
Have you been watching that shit, Eric Andre?
No.
This season? It's great.
I don't watch anything. I actually just been working my way through all the Seagal movies.
Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
What are you on now?
No, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever's next, whatever I downloaded, I'll fucking watch next.
I watched X-Men, the one with fucking Apocalypse or whatever the fuck.
Was it good?
Oh
It
yeah.
was like alright. It was just like fucking whatever.
What's his deal? He's a Muslim mutant from the future.
He's Egyptian from the past.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All the most powerful mutants are Muslims, which
No, they're Jews. Magneto's a Jew.
yeah, but he's not the most powerful.
He's not?
No.
No, he's not.
All the most powerful ones are like from 1,000,000 years ago, and they're Muslims.
Oh.
I thought they were Egyptian.
I guess. I don't know. The Four Horsemen, isn't that the? It's like
yeah, they're Apocalypse's bros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all like Apocalypse's real name is like Alec Tarek Halem.
And yeah, I had this awesome deep ass black guy voice in the
Yeah, yeah.
cartoons. And they got rid of that shit.
Yeah,
He talked like James Earl Ray.
James Earl Ray.
That's the guy who killed Martin Luther King.
Yeah,
I
it
think.
is.
Jones. James Earl Jones.
James Earl Ray is the guy that killed James Earl Jones.
Yeah, that's true.
James Earl Jones was assassinated by Martin Luther Ray. If your name was Martin Luther Ray, you pretty much have to kill James Earl Jones. It's your destiny in life. He's like, no. So James Earl Ray is like the Waluigi to James Earl Jones.
At some fucking award ceremony, he
Yeah, the
won.
plaque. Yeah.
Yeah, he won, and they introduced him as James Earl Ray. No, I swear to God, yeah, it was fucked. I mean,
At the Source Awards?
yeah, it was- somebody did a good bit. I mean, that is a good fucking.
Has to be.
That's a good bit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hilarious.
Yeah, he's asking for it.
Yeah,
The name like that, change your name.
absolutely.
Hey, I'm the great black theatrical, mainstay, and my name is Adolf Hitman. It's a little bit different.
He had a career. How old is that fucking guy?
James Earl Jones?
He's old as shit, dude.
He's old as hell.
Yeah, so he's probably acting.
He's probably like
before
92
that.
years old. He's been around since the 50s because his dad was an actor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like Richard Jones or some shit. You know his dad? What was his?
Nah.
His dad was on something.
Oh, it was the Jeffersons. He was.
Yeah. His dad was Bill
George.
Cosby.
Didn't he say he's blind recently?
No, he was blind in the Sandlot.
No.
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
I thought you meant James Earl Jones. You're confusing him with his character from Sandlot.
He apparently his lawyers are saying he can't go to jail because he's blind.
Yeah. That's the rule, folks.
It's
If you commit any crime
constitutionally
and you're
sound
blind,
argument.
they're not allowed to send you to jail.
You poke your eyes out, you're out.
Yeah.
So we go do some cool shit, some cool fun shit.
And what if there was a blind guy that just downloaded a bunch of child pornography, and then his defense was like, I can't see it.
Yeah.
I just like downloading it. It's all numbers to me.
What if he's just listening to it? Does
I
that
think it's
count?
still
Still
possession.
possession.
Yeah.
But what if it's pictures? He's like, this has no use to me. There's really no reason to put me in jail. And they're like, why'd you do it? And he's like, because I could.
It was the perfect crime. Oh, officers, welcome to my home.
Twirling his mustache.
They just beat him up and take him to jail anyway. It's like, well, this is not a perfect crime at all. You downloaded it, you blind idiot. He's got like braille drawings of little kids getting sucked off that he's like running his fingers over.
Yeah.
Gosh. Wow. Pedophilia.
Pretty fun stuff.
Pretty funny.
Well, that's the kind of content people check in for.
This is the After Dark
This is the After Dark. Is anybody?
special. Sav and I both didn't sleep much last night.
No,
Nick, I don't know how your weekend was.
I didn't do shit. I mean, I went to Japan, obviously.
Yeah, you went to Japan.
Yeah.
Checked out. Ghana
I learned
also, right?
Japanese, actually, while I was there.
Did you go to the Godzilla Museum?
Godzilla. You know what I love about so all the video game character names in the U.S. they name them for U.S. markets for whatever reason. You know, so the Japanese version, like, you know, Mario in Japan isn't like, you know, Hiro. You know, is there like, you know, Tanaka or whatever. He's fucking.
I think it's probably Mario.
No, it's like Super Mario. It's like Super Mario. It's like this fucked up like Japanese version.
Yeah, okay.
Of them not. Yeah, like Sonic the Hedgehog is like Sonic as a hedgehog.
Why is it so easy to learn Japanese?
Actually, that's Korean.
I've never had sex. That's good. Yeah.
That's basically Korean.
That's my.
What the fuck is going on with sumo wrestling? Japan does a lot of weird shit, but that's got to be the weirdest.
Sumo wrestling?
Why was that their sport that they landed on? In
Didn't they invent like a lot
two
of
fat
men?
motherfuckers beating the fuck out of each other?
I think they invented a lot of men coming on someone at one time. That's kind of maybe weird.
No, that's a recent invention since the importation of porn. We brought porn over there after World War II to make up for the atomic bomb.
What's
Yeah.
with the blurred?
They weren't even freaks,
penises and
right?
vaginas.
I don't know. They're
in their
insane.
porn. They're crazy.
Yeah, I really don't understand that. Where they like censor the piss coming out of the dick.
It's like the pornographic equivalent
into
of
the woman's
censoring the middle finger on like the news.
I love
Like
that.
you like don't know what's happening.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
That's, there's probably a very good libertarian argument against all that shit. It's probably because of some weird regulation they could sidestep it by just blurring that shit.
Right.
That way they can put it on after Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, did we ever talk about the game show where this was on Japanese television, where it was a straight porn star and a gay porn star, and the straight guy, the game was if the gay guy could make the straight guy come by sucking his dick on television. Like he was in a little box, and the gay guy got on his knees, and you couldn't see him sucking dick, but you just like it would cut to the straight guy making like pained faces, like
I play that game all the time.
this is on, dude. It was like on television. There's people in the audience like clapping and watching a guy suck his dick, and the gay guy would like pop out and like wink at the audience.
Yeah.
I'm like,
They had a game show where one of the games was like they put all the contestants in a room, and then it's like a classroom, and they have like a retarded guy that's trying to read, and if they laugh at him, they're like "Bah," and you like leave. So there's people like
I'm out of that
Yeah,
game
they're
right
like, yeah.
away. I don't
He's like,
stand.
and they're like fucking dying laughing at him. He's gonna lose the money.
Like
Don't raffle at the retarded guy. Please,
fuck, man. How long
him?
could you not laugh?
If a Japanese retarded guy was reading, no.
He's trying to read
the video I
The
really
LR thing must be tough with the words retard and leotard.
Yeah, I really want to make a video of like a guy with Down syndrome with his family, and they're at a restaurant, and he's like struggling to read the menu out loud, and like they're all like, "Come on, you can do it,"
Yeah.
And then he's like struggling to do it, but then it just cuts to Jim from The Office staring at the camera across the room.
Rolling his eyes.
giving the camera that look, because that's really all that show is. It's Jim laughing at his retarded coworker, and then we're supposed to be like, he's so charming.
No, I know that
He's
whole
bullying Dwight. The man's trying to earn a living. You fucking cunt.
the guy clearly has fucking. He's clearly autistic.
Yeah.
Right? He's just bullying his autistic coworker.
Yeah.
It's like why he's putting like his shit in Jello.
Right.
Like-
He's trying to destroy his friend Pam's marriage.
Yeah, Jim really is a fucking sociopath.
Yeah.
And then he just stays at that job. He never makes anything of himself.
Yeah, he really has no drive or
Fucking
direction.
loser. Also, is Scranton in the Lehigh Valley?
I drove through Scranton today.
Yes, it is.
Or shouldn't they be all like Pennsylvania sort of trash? No one on that show is.
Yeah,
It's surprisingly close to New York